So, welcome to my TED Talk presentation called Experiential Learning Success 101. I'm glad to be partnering with Take Stock and Prime STEM to deliver this presentation. So, yeah, let's get started. Welcome again, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out for this event. So, here's the agenda for today. So, a little bit about me. I am a third-year student majoring in biomedical sciences, minoring in health services administration, and a little background about me. I am a first-generation Haitian American student. And
represent!
my long-term goal is to become a physician. And some of the things that I really enjoy doing is playing volleyball. You know, it's getting a little chilly outside, so I don't think you'll see me outside anytime soon. But when the weather gets a little bit warmer, you'll see me playing volleyball. And here's just some things I'm involved in. I'm part of the President's Leadership Council, Dean's Leadership Council. I'm not gonna read all of them, but you guys can see some of the things I'm a part of. But yeah. So I want to talk about what is experiential learning. So what would you guys define experiential learning as? Like, if you had to think of it, well, without looking at the slide, if you had to think of it on the spot, what would you consider? What would you say experiential learning is? Any volunteers? No? That's okay.
It is a hard word to define, but it's you're learning from experience.
Yep, the root word is experience.
I would say also anything that you do outside of the classroom, like you can do it like hands-on.
She took over my presentation. I don't even need to explain. Yeah, but basically what Nella and Julia said, it's basically getting experiences outside of the classroom so that you're able to apply what you learn and see what fields that you want to get into. So examples of experiential learning opportunities are like shadowing, research, internships, all these amazing things. Anything that involves you being outside of the classroom and getting hands-on experiential learning. So I want to kind of walk you guys through my story and how my college experience started. So I was originally a double major in computer science and biology, and it came to a point where I was taking classes, I'm like, I don't think this is what I want to do. And I was just really confused, really lost, and I remember just like, okay, these classes I don't like, but I also don't like this major, and I don't think I like the career that I'm going for. So what do I do next? Like, where do I go to? And as a first generation student, it was a little bit scary because it's like, I can't really be like, hey mom, dad, what do I do here? So I had to kind of rely on my resources and just get guidance from advisors and stuff like that. So freshman year, I took this assessment on Focus to Career, and it basically kind of gives you a review of like your career planning, your strengths, your personal values, and how all of these components can tie into careers that might potentially benefit you or like encompasses everything that you like and that you enjoy. And so that was step one of my experiential learning journey because, again, I knew that the majors that I was in I didn't like, but I didn't know how to take that next step, how to move forward. And after taking that assessment, I scheduled a career assessment and exploration appointment with one of the advisors on Handshake. And it was crazy because I thought this lady was psychic. I'm like, how do you know all of this about me? You know, like with the assessment results that she saw, she was kind of able to explain who I am. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And tie it into like future careers that would kind of relate to my journey, would relate to things that I like, and maybe things that wouldn't really benefit me because of my strengths and stuff like that. So that was really eye-opening. And it also taught me how like my interests aligned with healthcare and leadership particularly, which is why I've been able to kind of direct myself more towards like finding research, finding more like leadership opportunities and healthcare related things. And the next step that I did was I met with my honors advisor to kind of discuss what's the next steps, what do I do after this, like where do I go, like declare, like what do I do? So that was kind of like that next piece in the puzzle. Now, this was probably one of my most groundbreaking experiences. Earlier this year, I had the opportunity to attend the UCF Medical School Admission Symposium, and thanks to Frankston, they supported me and they gave me a voucher to be able to go. And I'm like, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? I decided to attend, and I was really mind blown because I got to connect with so many pre-medical students and just learn about what does it take to go into med school. And I think one thing that really scared me was unfamiliarity, because I realized that not knowing what steps to take really kept me stuck, and it kind of made me not want to take the next steps forward. So connecting with people who already walked those steps and gave me advice really helped me kind of take those next steps into medicine. And another groundbreaking experience I've had this year was being able to shadow through Night Shadow program here at UCF. And so basically, what is Night Shadow? It's a one-day match program where you get to shadow different professionals. So it could be in computer engineering, or we can have some people in business, accounting, all of these different careers. It's not just only physicians. But because I wanted to explore what does it look like to be a physician, I decided, hey, let's just try it. And I was actually mind blown. Like the people I met at the clinic, the procedures itself, it's like, you know, to a normal person, it's like, yo, that's gross. But I was like, wait, this is so cool. So I realized, hey, I think this is actually something that I might want to do full time. And also gave me firsthand exposure to what it's like to be a physician, and you know, patient care and everything that goes behind it, with like surgeries and documentation, all of that type of stuff. So that was really amazing. And one thing I have to note is that because of that shadowing experience that I had the opportunity to do over the spring break, I was actually able to reach out to them, and they allowed me to shadow this summer. And so I got the experience to just, you know, be able to witness different cases and get to meet more patients and stuff like that. So that was really eye-opening experiences. And I also got to meet a lot of amazing fellow Knights right there. So, yeah. And now I think this one kind of stands out. This summer I got to study abroad in Barcelona, and I couldn't have done it without the Dillman Scholarship and the Inspire stipend. It really helped me fund my journey to studying abroad debt-free. And I got to study genetics, and I also got to visit one of the top research facilities in Europe. I will not try to pronounce that because I do not want to butcher it, but for my Spanish speakers out there, you got that. And it was just amazing to be there for 4 weeks. It was my first time traveling abroad. Like, it's crazy because before coming to college, this is a fun fact, but I didn't know how to cross the street, so that says a lot. I never went out, so this was like, whoa, like you're actually doing it. And it really solidified my love for biomedical research and sciences and the practical applications of what I was learning. So I think this experience itself was a huge highlight because it not only showed me what I wanted to do, but it also helped me to learn different cultures, see a different side of the world that I didn't even know existed. And I got to meet so many amazing people and see so many amazing sites. That picture on the bottom right, you see right there, is at the Sagrada Familia, which is a huge church. It's actually the tallest church in the world right now, and they're still constructing, so that was really amazing.
My favorite church.
So why do I share my story? I share my story so that I can inspire you guys that it doesn't matter where you start, you have all of these amazing opportunities to pursue experiential learning. And let's say you're still kind of exploring your major or like your interests. Here's some takeaways I would kind of suggest. With the first one, taking that focus to career assessment. It can be that first step you take to kind of decipher, okay, so what are my strengths? What are my values? What do I look for in a future workplace? Stuff like that. Another one I would recommend is scheduling a career coaching or resume review appointment with one of the coaches via Handshake. Handshake is such an amazing platform that I feel like a lot of students sometimes overlook. They not only help you with resume review, but they also help you with creating a cover letter, what else? LinkedIn, updating your LinkedIn and stuff like that. So I would really recommend checking that out if you're like, hey, I'm not really sure what I want to do, but booking that career coaching appointment can really help guide you, like, and explain kind of like break down your results and explain to you, okay, so this is what you might be looking into and stuff like that. And finally, I would say meet with your advisors. Discuss, things that you like, maybe classes you don't like, stuff like that, and they can kind of guide you into like, okay, so here are some intro courses you might want to take, and see how that might how you like those classes. And now let's say you want to get involved in experiential learning. I would really suggest applying for a night shadow program. There is an opportunity coming in December, but I believe the deadline already passed in October. But they also have it in the spring and over the summer, so I really truly encourage you guys to apply for that. Also explore internship and research opportunities through UCF's experiential learning programs. So you can look on the website. You can also visit the they changed the name of the building.
It's the same name.
Oh, okay.
It has two names now.
Perfect. There we go. And then you can also attend career workshops, info sessions, and all of these amazing things through Handshake. I remember freshman year I attended, there was an info session that they were having. It was about Caribbean medical schools. I'm like, that's a thing? Like, what? So it was really eye-opening to get to meet, different professionals and stuff like that. So I really encourage you guys to attend if you guys have a chance. And also career fairs. They're so amazing. I know we had one in October, and you'd see like a lot of people, dressed up in their business attires and stuff like that, business cards and all that type of stuff. So attending career fairs can help you network with different industry professionals and recruiters, and kind of get you into the door of okay, here's this career I'm looking into. So how can it benefit me? And let's check it out and stuff like that. Also, before you apply for jobs, I would really suggest doing mock interviews because they'll really help you kind of get in the feel of, okay, what questions might they ask me? How can I respond? Stuff like that. So I really encourage that. And now for something else I kind of want to talk about is study abroad opportunities specifically. So for any of you guys who say, hey, I want to study abroad, I want to just be able to travel the world while getting credit for it, or a research opportunity while traveling, I want to leave you guys with this. I would highly recommend visiting the UCF Abroad office for different study abroad opportunities and assistance finding scholarships, grants, and all that type of stuff. One thing that I applied for was a national scholarship called the Gilman Scholarship. And I was shocked because I did not think I was going to get it. I applied for it sophomore year and I didn't get it, but the second time this year I applied for it. I think something that really made the difference is that I actually went to the Office of Prestigious Awards and they helped review my essays and kind of critique, okay, so you might want to change this part, this doesn't really answer the question. So I would really recommend, if you're applying for any scholarship, it doesn't only have to be the Gilman Scholarship, but any national scholarship, I would truly recommend going to the Office of Prestigious Awards because it can help you kind of go through your essays and revise it. And so I think that for me was definitely the game changer when applying for the Gilman Scholarship this year. And then last but not least, look into additional grants and program-specific funding opportunities. It can be national, regional, or through the UCF website. I know for Honors College, they have study abroad scholarships specifically for students who are Honors College. So definitely check that out. All right, in this segment, I'm focusing more on scholarships and support. So, like I mentioned earlier, the Office of Prestigious Awards really helped me with getting a lot of my scholarships because they helped me review my essays. So I cannot stress it enough. If you're applying for any big competitive scholarships, check out this office. It will help you a lot. Take stock in Prime STEM. So they really helped me in funding my opportunities. Like I mentioned earlier this school year, I got the opportunity to attend the UCF's medical school symposium, and it was thanks to the Take Stock voucher. I was able to go there for free. And with Take Stock in college, they provided me with the Inspire stipend, which helped cover a portion of my costs for study abroad. So try to see if you can get any grants or fundings from different programs, leadership programs, and all that type of stuff. And then one thing I have to mention is that when you're applying for a lot of these scholarships or jobs or any of these experiential learning opportunities, sometimes they will require a letter of recommendation. So it's best that you kind of start connecting with your professors, go to their office hours, speak to them, kind of, talk about something that fascinates you in your class or whatever, so that you can start building and fostering that relationship. So when it comes time to get a letter of recommendation, you're able to just, receive it from them, and then they can talk highly of you. And it doesn't only have to be professors. I know for some applications, it can be like a co-worker, no, not co-workers, like a boss or something, like someone who can kind of talk about who you are, your values, your work ethics, stuff like that. So I definitely recommend that. So I know I talked a lot about experiential learning, my experience, resources, but why is it important? Before I kind of go through the slide, why do you guys think experiential learning is important? Or how can it impact your own career?
Maybe there's a 2-word phrase I'm thinking of. Starts with the S. First word's with the S, second word ends with the O. I'll try to give a hint here. Helps you to stand out.
Ah,
Yes. Standing out for sure.
To get experience and like if you're unsure what career you wanna follow like that allows you to see if you wanna go which way.
I like that. Yeah, you guys are all correct. So experiential learning, it can help you bridge the gap between what you're learning in your classes and helping you get like that real world application of like, okay, so I'm learning this, but how does it apply in the real world? You know, sometimes you're taking classes and it's like, okay, it's professor a little bit boring, you know, but like how is this gonna actually help me in my future career and stuff like that? So that's what experiential learning is for. It can also help you discover your interests. As in my case, partaking in several experiential learning opportunities made me realize that medicine was the right field for me. So it can really help you realize, okay, I like this, I don't like this, so that's the whole purpose of partaking in experiential learning. It can also help you build professional skills, confidence, and adaptability because while you're getting that experience, it's helping you grow and build upon whatever resources and stuff that you've already learned. So that's another reason why experiential learning is important. And it's really one key thing I have to say, networking. I know in college we talk about, okay, taking your classes, but networking is such a huge part because it can help you get connected to different jobs and opportunities, research opportunities, whatever. The sky is the limit. Networking has really helped me get into a lot of positions that I didn't think I would get into. So that's another reason why experiential learning is important. And the last 2 bullet points I said, it strengthens your resume, which is true. Like being able to do all these amazing things outside of school makes people realize that you're not just okay, I stay home, I study, whatever. It shows that you actually you're developing and that you're getting experience outside of the classroom and it just shows that you're more of like a holistic person, getting all these experiences outside of the classroom. And then finally, like I said, fosters personal growth because while you're partaking in experiential learning, you're getting the opportunity to learn and just get that hands-on experience. So some key takeaways I would like to leave you guys before we finish this off. Start small. I know for me, when I was in the process of trying to figure out, okay, what major do I pursue, what career do I go onto now, it was really overwhelming because I was just trying to like get everything done. I would recommend taking one step at a time, like, first doing that career assessment and maybe doing something else, like talking to advisors and then doing that next step, going to a symposium where I got to learn about the different medical schools and the requirements, stuff like that. Number 2, I know for me it was kind of hard because I'm like, okay, asking for help, that's weird, but oh my gosh, ask for help. There's people there to help you along the path of discovering, your interests. Your advisors are there to help you with your classes and stuff like that. So please ask for help. And I feel like, especially as a first generation student, it was a little bit daunting because it's like everyone's looking up to me, at least my family, they're looking up to me like, okay, so you're first to go to college, so you're the example. So asking for help really gave me the guidance that I needed when I didn't have someone to reach out to. Apply anyways. I think that's something that I really learned with my experiential learning opportunity. I was scared to apply for a lot of these big things like the Gilman Scholarship and all these other things, but I would challenge you guys actually to apply for them because you never know, yeah? And then the last thing I put for a key takeaway is reflect, grow, and give back. Now, what do I mean? When you're partaking in all these experiential learning opportunities, reflect on what you're learning and how it's helping you in your future career. And also try to give back if you can. You know, like maybe you can do like a service project or help other students by sharing your knowledge, by what you've learned and stuff like that. And here's some resources I've put. Handshake, it's a huge one. It's helped me a lot. They have job postings and all these amazing things. So I'd really urge you guys to check out Handshake when you guys get a chance. The experiential learning, if you say it a lot, you start messing it up. That thing. Check out the building. There's the Dixon Career Center. It's across Memory Mall, across from the UCF Global. So if you have a chance, check it out. You can book appointments online or virtual, but online or in person. So whenever you get a chance, do check that out. And prestigious awards, like I said, the Gilman Scholarship, it doesn't only have to be that. There's one for students who want to do a study abroad, but with research. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called, but you can search that up. And then we also have the UCF Abroad. So for people who are interested in studying abroad, it could be this summer, for a semester, maybe for a school year, check out the UCF Abroad page. They have different opportunities, different study abroad places. Like I know they have Barcelona, like I mentioned. They have one in Vietnam. All these different programs. So yeah, when you guys get a chance, please do check it out. And any questions? No questions? You can also ask me afterwards if you're just too shy, so feel free. All right. Thank you guys so much.